Hello guys, today we'll see chemical properties of haloalkanes. So first is nucleophilic substitution reactions of haloalkanes. So Rx is alkyl halide, or we can say haloalkane. We know that halogens are more electronegative than carbon. So here X will carry a partial negative charge and this R will carry partial positive charge because it is alkyl group. And when it is treated with aqueous KOH, in KOH, OH is negative, K is positive, so that K will go with X, so KX, and ROH, that is alcohol product, is obtained. So for that aqueous KOH is required. Next reaction with sodium alkoxide. So in sodium alkoxide, OR is negative, sodium is metal, it is positive, so that will combine with halogen and we'll get ROR, that is ether, as the product. The next reaction with potassium cyanide. With potassium cyanide we'll get alkyl cyanide, cyanide minus here and K is plus, so KX is the byproduct and alkyl cyanide is the main product. Then with silver cyanide we'll get reverse of that. We know cyanide is ambidient nucleophile. So with silver cyanide, alkyl isocyanide is formed, so RNC plus AgX. So that depends upon which cyanide we are using. If we are using potassium cyanide, then we'll get alkyl cyanide, and if we are using silver cyanide, we'll get alkyl isocyanide. Then with KNO2, so again K is positive, so that will go with X. So KX is the byproduct. And RON double bond O, again this one is ambidient nucleophile only, so it will R will attack to oxygen and will get alkyl nitrite as the product. And with silver nitrate, AgNO2, silver nitrite, so at that time R is attached to N. So with KNO2, R is attached to oxygen of NO2, and with AgNO2, R is attached to nitrogen. So product is nitroalkane. The next reaction, alkyl halide with RC double bond OAG. So silver is metal, so positive, and this oxygen will carry partial negative charge. So Ag and X will be byproduct, and this whole part will attach to R. So O, and after that it is R, so product is ester, which is derivative of carboxylic acid. Next reaction is with lithium aluminum hydride. So lithium aluminum hydride is strong reducing agent, so it reduces halogens also into alkanes. So alkyl halide Rx reduced to alkane RH. H comes from that lithium aluminum hydride part and will get alkane. Then next with ammonia. So ammonia splits as NH2 minus and H plus, so that H plus goes with halogen, HX is the byproduct, and NH2 minus attaches R because it is positive, so RNH2 is the product. Same goes with NaSH, so H is positive, so here sodium is positive because it is metal. Okay, so here it is metal, so sodium positive, it goes with X, so NaX, and SH will attach to R, that is thioalcohol we get. Metals are always electropositive as compared to non-metals. Then with alkyne, last reaction, again there is metal, sodium, so it will go with halogen NaX, and we'll get higher alkyne RC triple bond CH. So these are our nucleophilic substitution reactions of haloalkanes. Now let's see next reaction, that is elimination reaction. So in elimination, chloroethane is used. In alcoholic KOH, it will give alkene, that is ethene plus KCl plus hydrogen. Okay, so that is difference between aqueous and alcoholic KOH. With aqueous KOH, if aqueous KOH is used, Cl is substituted and OH is attached in place of Cl. But if we use alcoholic KOH, then alkene is formed as the product. So this is the simple mechanism how it is happening. So OH minus from KOH attacks to the hydrogen which is beta to the halocarbon. So this is carbon which is having halogen, so this carbon is known as alpha carbon, neighboring carbon is beta carbon. So on this beta carbon there are 3 hydrogens, so those 3 hydrogens are known as beta hydrogens. So base will attack on beta hydrogen, and because of that this bond shifts here, and halogens are good leaving group, they will go out. So we'll get alkene plus water plus Cl minus. So that is in the case of symmetrical alkenes. When unsymmetrical alkyl halide is used in the presence of alcoholic KOH, that will give mixture of product. One of the product is major and another is minor. Why it will give mixture of products? Because see, this carbon is alpha carbon because it is attached to halogen. So there are 2 beta carbons, one is this and another one is this. So both the beta carbon contains hydrogen, that is beta hydrogen. So either base will remove this hydrogen and prepare alkene here, or base will remove this hydrogen and make alkene here. Okay, so in first but2-ene, base has removed this hydrogen, so we will get this product CH3, then CH because this hydrogen is gone, and double bond CH, halogen is also gone, and then CH3. So but2-ene, and second one is this, so remove this H and Br, so CH3, this CH2 will be as it is, then CH double bond CH2, it is but1-ene. So with alcoholic KOH we will get these 2 products, but but2-ene is major product. Why? According to Sedzeff rule. So what Sedzeff rule tells? The more substituted alkenes are major products according to Sedzeff rule. So see, this is the main part of alkene. So here this carbon is substituted with this methyl group, and this carbon is substituted with this methyl group. So total 2 substitutions are there in but2-ene, therefore it is known as disubstituted. And see but1-ene, so this is our carbon-carbon double bond. So here there are 2 hydrogens, so they are not substituents, they are just hydrogens. Then see, this carbon is having a substituent of ethyl, but there is only one substituted. So there is only one substituent, that is ethyl group. So but1-ene is monosubstituted, and that's why it is minor product. So the one which is more substituted will be a major product according to Sedzeff rule. So this is all about elimination reaction. This reaction is also known as dehydrohalogenation or beta elimination reaction. Now let's see the last one, that is a reaction with metal. So first reaction of haloalkanes with magnesium, Rx plus Mg. So insertion takes place and RMgX is formed in the presence of dry ether. So RMgX is known as Grignard reagent or alkyl magnesium halide. It is used in preparation of alcohols from formaldehyde, any other aldehyde or ketone. That's why Grignard reagent is important. And why it is very important? Because in Grignard reagent this MgX part is having partial positive charge, R is having negative charge. But in case of alkyl halide we know that R is positive and X is negative. So that's why it becomes very essential reagent. So a reaction is given CH3CH2Br plus Mg in the presence of dry ether. It will give ethyl magnesium bromide. So this is all about reaction with magnesium. Then next one, reaction with sodium, also known as Würtz reaction. So 2 haloalkanes are used. When they are treated with sodium metal in dry ether, alkane is formed. So RR. So these two R groups combine and the two halogen goes with sodium, so that is NaX. So see ethyl chloride CH3CH2Cl, two molecules of ethyl chloride with sodium will give butane. So combine this ethyl group with this, so there are total 4 carbon. Formula becomes C4H10 and butane is formed. Byproduct is NaCl. So that's how we can prepare alkanes from haloalkanes by using Würth's reaction. Sodium metal is used for this reaction. So that's all. So we saw chemical properties of haloalkanes, where we saw 3 reactions. One with nucleophilic substitution reaction, second is elimination reaction, and last one is reaction with metal. Thank you for watching the video.